Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to show you how to draw Shoto from My Hero Academia. He's the guy with the half ice, half fire character. So we are going to go right in. It's portrait, close up on his face. And we're going to start with his hair because he has a fringe that comes down over his eyes. So I know a lot of people like starting with eyes, but his hair covers some of his eyes. So I'm going to start with that because the eyes are behind the hair. It would be strange if I drew the eyes first and then had to draw hair over it and had lines coming through and stuff. So I'm going to start with his hair. So what I'm going to do is start at the top of my page, and I'm going to draw a line for the side of his hair. So it comes down like this. So we have bits of hair sticking off the sides all the way down. Jaggedy, see that coming down? Zigzags, jaggedy lines all the way up. And then we're going to start to come up a bit further. So he's a bit sticking down here, he's the bit in the middle of his face, and he's a bit coming down the other side, and his eyes are in between. So this is going to come up there and start to come down. So it'll start to come down to a bit that comes just nearly down to his nose. So we have these zigzag lines, and this is that bit that's like in the middle of his face that comes down just at his nose. So we have his other eye, his left eye, but it's on our right hand side just in here, and then this comes down just over that eye. So we're adding zigzag lines all the way, and then this will start to go back up then all the way, and it goes off the top of my page there. Of course, if you wanted, you could keep going with that. And then we have that line that, so it's red on this side and it's got white on this side. So we've got a sort of just a distinct section of hair that comes up this middle. So we'll just do that. And then we can add just a few more lines for his hair just in here if you'd like. It's not essential. Maybe some on this side too. Just here. Just following the shape of his head. So going around, maybe some sticking out a little bit. Because he's got that long sort of messy hair. Right, so now what we're going to do, his eyes are in here, but we'll finish the shape for his face just down from that hair. So it just comes down, see, diagonally, just coming down here, and his chin is here, right under there. So we go keep it going. His chin is just in here, and it comes up this way. So that's like that oval shape for his face just in there, and we have his hair. Now, so we can go in and do his eyes. So where'll I start? So we'll start with this eye on this side, so his blue eye. So we'll start with the top eyelid. So we go up this way and then across that way, just there. And then we will have the iris just underneath, his blue iris just underneath there, a semicircle. So try and get it as semicircular as you can, just down there. And then he has a dot for a pupil inside, just there. And then we can add the bottom line for his eye, just curves underneath that. Hits hair there. So then we imagine, so this is why I had to do the hair first, because if I did this over it, you'd have a line for the eye coming through the hair. So you just jump over that hair and go in there. Because if you did your hair in different sections, you just imagine jumping over in different parts. And then we can go there, because there's more eye in there. And we have a line for an eyelid just above that. So we're going to go just this way. This is his eyebrow, actually, sorry. Made a mistake. And then his eyelid is just closer to the eye, just there. Sorry, there's no mistakes, only happy accidents, isn't that right? Right, so that's one eye. Let's just make this a bit more round. We could thicken up the eyelid as well. That's not bad. Okay, we can do the other eye. So we'll do the same thing again. We'll start with the top eyelid. So it just goes from, so you want it to be level, yeah. So you can use your pencil. So you can like imagine there's a straight line coming across here. So you'll want your eyelids to be around the same level. So it'll go this way, and then it'll curve down. I'll jump over this piece of hair and we can see just the end of it there. There's another little line just there. And then we can do the iris then. Same here, you want it to be kind of level. So, just there. Cross there. You could do a dot if you needed to know where to place it. And then we'll start to try and get this semicircular as we can. Curving around underneath that eye. And then there's a pupil in there as well. So that's, I think that eye is grey. That's how it looks in the photo that I'm doing it from. And that pupil is much bigger than this one for some reason. So I suppose it gives him that odd look. Yeah. So then we'll do the line underneath. So we curve, we do a line curving this way. And then we have the line for the eyelid just above. So it curves down this way. Then we have an eyebrow just behind this hair up here. So we'll start, it's skinnier at the end, so we'll do one line that way. Jumping over those pieces of hair. And then it starts to go down slanty towards his nose. And I'll just make another line for that just to show that it has a bit of thickness at the end of it. Just like that. I'll just clean up some of these lines. Right, so his nose, very simple. Right in the middle of his face, halfway between the eyes and the chin, we have the nose. Boom. Very easy. Mouth, halfway between the nose and the chin. Very easy again. Just a line across like that. And his ears, covered by his hair. So we just do the bottom. So it curves up. And then we have another line just inside that. And then we have, oops, sorry. And then we have the ear on the other side, just there. Then we have the lines for his neck coming down from his jaw. Curve down, curve down. and then we have the collar of his uniform. So it will, let's see, so we'll do this side first. So we go slant down, same here, slant down, about the same level they'll stop. This one curves in this way, and this one curves in this way, and then we start to go down on both sides. So we go down. And then we have his shoulders. We have another line that comes down, and then off my page there. Another one here, and off my page there. And then we have the middle of those, so we go back this way. Comes down. Just this kind of shape, a closed off collar. And then this will come back up that way. Oh yeah, so we have those red and white lines that are on his shoulders, just that follow the shape of his body there. So they're like red, white, red, and then navy for the main part. There's just a little line for that collar just going that way. And then we have a shadow underneath his neck. Of course, always remember, if I'm going too fast, it's just so I can keep the video under a certain length. You can slow it down in the settings, or even like pause it, play it. So we have just a little shadow underneath his chin, just here. Some hatching lines, just like that. There. So just coming down here as well. So this just gives some shadow. And then his red scar. So in the anime it's just red, but in the manga it's actually drawn in a little bit with a light line. So the shape, it just goes underneath his eye, and it's kind of a sort of a ruby red. Well, no, it's not ruby red. It's not a bright red anyway. It's kind of a browny red. So starts about here, so I'm going to go as lightly as I can now with the Sharpie, because they tend to spread the ink on my paper that I'm using. So it's just under that eye, and it starts to just curve around, and then it goes back up. Just under there. Yeah, so let's see. So that's that's pretty much it. You can add, which I will do in time lapse. I'm going to just do it like darker on that side, so I'll blacken up this, some of his uniform, and I might color his eyes. So thanks again. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. If you really liked it, you can go ahead and subscribe. Bye.